Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we'll do the second part of frequently asked questions about medical devices. If you are interested, keep watching this video. But before that, I always remind you, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, leave me questions in comments, and I will try to respond as soon as I can. Thank you very much, and let's go. Okay, question number one for today is, what is the salary in medical sales for a fresher or someone with 2 years of experience? I think it's a great question, especially considering my audience and people who are trying to get into medical sales. I'd say it depends on the company, depends on products and portfolio. I think I mentioned this before in one of my previous videos. I'll leave it down below if you would like to see more, because there are so many factors that are being included in compensation for medical sales representatives. But I would say that on average, as a fresher, of someone who's just starting out, I would imagine the average would be anywhere between $50,000 to $80,000 Canadian per year to start. And again, depending on the bonus structure, commission structure, and the base salary, it may vary. If you have a couple of years experience in sales, you may look at the higher end of that number I mentioned, plus commission to it. And I do encourage people to ask about commission. Is it capped, uncapped, percentage-wise, and how the bonus structure is overall being set up in the company. Overall, medical sales has pretty good potential to grow and pretty good potential for earnings right from the get-go. So I do think it's a great career path to choose if you are looking for a higher salary in general. But as a fresher, I would just go with whatever is being offered to you and just work from there up. I know the answer is a little bit longer than you maybe expected, but it's really hard to say what it is unless I know the conditions of the company, the number of products, number of people working in the company, and the territory. So it all kind of plays the factor into the compensation. Question number two is how much money experienced salespeople can make in medical device industry. Again, it depends on the specialty. It depends on product portfolio. There's so many different medical devices, so many different ways of structure of salary and compensation for sales representatives. I would say on average, experienced salespeople, they probably make anywhere between $100,000 to $150,000 per year. And if it's more complex sale, if it's a senior position in sales, if it's a large territory, or maybe it's much more specialized or technical sale job, then maybe it's higher than that number. But I would say we can start with 100 to 150 just for your knowledge. What is the potential of earnings in medical sales? Question number three. As a beginner in medical sales, how to overcome the fear of talking to new customers? Great question. I receive that question quite often. First of all, you need to admit and accept the idea that you must overcome that fear of communicating with new customers. Otherwise, you won't be able to do the job that you are being hired to do. So you need to overcome that. So you should not have any limitations in your head. You just need to admit and accept you will overcome it. Otherwise, what's the point of working in sales? Second, work on your strategy of communication with new customers and new people. Write a few scenarios, write them down, practice them, maybe practice them in front of the mirror. Have some scenarios in your head that you know very well, and just go over them before you go and meet new people. And you can use each scenario depending on what is happening in the conversation. That will allow you to have that confidence that you need for conversations. And the third point is, don't be afraid to tell your customers or people that you meet that you're new. There's nothing wrong with that. You can tell them that unfortunately this particular area I don't know a lot about, but I will learn, or ask them questions. Ask them to tell you some information. That will also help you to overcome that fear, because you will understand that people are willing to help you. And it will also increase your confidence overall, because yes, you are new. There's nothing wrong with that, but you can build it up and you can ask questions. You can try to help as much as you can, and that will also help you to progress. It's better to admit sometimes that you're new than to pretend you know it all and something that you say will compromise your reputation or compromise things you're gonna do in the future. Okay, we'll do one more question. Does experience in pharma help in getting a job in medical sales and medical device sales? Yes and no. Yes, if you are working in pharmaceutical sales, because I think any sales experience will count towards your application and definitely will boost your chances of getting a job in medical sales. Plus, I think being in pharma, you would have good sales training, in pharma sales, you would have good sales training and some understanding of science, biology potentially, something that will increase your speed of learning in medical sales. And why I said no, that let's say if you're a pharmacist, would that help you to get a job in medical sales? I would not say so. You can definitely use some skills that you developed as a pharmacist, as a transferable skills towards medical sales. And science knowledge, maybe business knowledge that you learn as a pharmacist. For example, if you worked in a pharmacy and you were involved in some planning, strategy building for sales in pharmacy, potentially, that might help. But in general, that's not something that would put you in a more superior position than someone else. So this is why it's not a black and white answer. Pharma experience can be helpful, but not something that medical device companies are looking for per se right away. But it can be used for sure. It can be used towards it. I think that's it for today. I answered 4 questions and I'll keep doing so. Just send me more questions if you have any, and I'll see you in my next video.